What's up, guys? This is Kavosky Irvin. Sorry, my voice is cracking. This is Kavosky Irvin, the host of the Humming Podcast. We're gonna restart that. Never mind. We're not gonna restart. We're gonna let the bloopers speak. I learned that one from Gary. I learned that from Gary, man. This is the host of the Humming Podcast. Thank you for tapping in. What's up, guys? This is your host Kavosky Irvin with the Humming Pod. Thank you so much for tapping in. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for just giving us a little bit of your time for the day, because it's a blessing just to be here. But we're going to talk about something fire today. We're going to talk about Netflix and their new pairing with this show called Pop the Balloon, straight off of the YouTube platform. We are streaming live right now to X and YouTube. So we're going to post these both on there. And I made a post about a week and a half ago about Pop the Balloon, the show, talking about how they have, done something very, very wrong. They have not looked at the bigger picture and seen what is really, really necessary right now. And this is going to cause a dispute, because I don't know if you noticed, but they're not really casting the right type of thing. You know what I'm saying? They're not casting it right. So that's a whole issue. Let me move that back a little bit. That's an issue right now. On top of that, they doing something different. So they trying to, it's either going to be about the money or it's going to be about the face of America. Today is a big day, because for Black Americans, we are witnessing a thing that is not a fear, but a recurring incidence in life. And it's on a big scale right now, based on love, based on relationships, based on people's livelihoods, based on people who went on the show, i.e. the guy named Aaron the Plumber, and became famous because of this show. Not only him, but Dr. Elon. I know this guy's name because look, this show was fire, and they made so many memes from this show. Now we got the show changing up, moving towards Netflix, and we having people on the show that was never really on the show like that. So we got to see what's really finna go on. The show airs live tonight. Might be live right now. I don't know. I'm not watching it. I'll watch it on the rerun. I'll watch it on YouTube. But I'm not wasting my time watching it over there right now until I get a real verification that it is worth it. I know everybody going to be watching it live, trying to see what's up. But for real, I'm not with it. Let me see. This is what I mean. I'm going to talk about a sociology, multiculturalism topic right now, because this is really, really, really important. Okay. Here in America, there was, I'm gonna take you down a fairy tale land right now. So there was this show called, oh my God, it's a Netflix show based on a family. They call they or them, something like that, or them, and they moved to California. And when they moved, this Black family was doing well for themselves. When they moved to California, to this specific street, this area, they were surrounded by white people. They were surrounded by more of a white family structured neighborhood. So they were the new faces in the neighborhood. And it was at a time where the property value, the market value of the property, all this stuff was like, if we get too many Black people moving here, the property value is going to go down. That was the thing in that show. So this is how, and you can go watch the show if you need more information, but this show depicted what was really going on. So they were doing everything in their power to get this family out by trying to make them feel unwelcomed. Not only that, but they just truly didn't want them to ruin their fairy tale, the fairy tale, the happily ever after that they had. They didn't want them to, their presence was ruining that, and they didn't want that to be real. So that show is what I'm talking about right now. That that's what it was. And so look, that's the process basically, or the scenario that I want to paint of what's kind of going on. Here in America, we've dealt with those things many times. We've dealt with gentrification. We've dealt with isolation. We've dealt with segregation. We've dealt with race and war, riots, discrimination, and many things in doing what it takes right now to be American black in America. You see, this is very important, and Pop the Balloon ties into this right now, and things are about to happen because of it. Not only because people are in new situations than they ever been before, and not only because people are seeing things more clearly than they've ever seen before, but because this show really was wrapped around love in a specific community. And now that this is happening, it's like, why, where is it going to take the show? Where is it going to, what is it going to bring out of the people is the excitement that I'm getting out of it and what I'm trying to get across to you. What is about to come out of the mentalities of the people who were on the show and the people who watched the show. How is it about to change? Because two things are about to happen with this Pop the Balloon show, and these are the two things that I'm going to list in the bio or description of this video or this podcast. Okay, number one, there are about to be people from other races participating in this show called Pop the Balloon that did not want to find love on this show where they felt that it was unclassy, not worth it to do something like this for free, or this just isn't my type of people or my cup of tea. That's what I'm saying. So we finna see that energy, and we're also finna see it's gonna be a reset, because Pop the Balloon on YouTube has slowly and gradually climbed and climbed and climbed and climbed. And that's on YouTube. Now it's going to go back to the bottom and then do that same thing again, climb and climb and climb and climb and climb. But with a whole set of stuff, a whole set of people, energies, opinions, voices, personalities. A whole new set is about to restart. So it's about to be, okay, YouTube is still going up and it's all the way up here, right? Now they're finna start back at the bottom with a whole new set. That's the thing that I'm talking about. So those are the 2 points. And that's really powerful because we have so much to notice here. I wanted to make this long, but I also just want to throw this idea out there. So when the show comes, we'll get more deeply into it. We'll talk about it based off Twitter and X and all of this stuff. And we'll get back into it and see what really is the issue or what is going to happen. Did they do a good job? Are they making black people look like the butt of the joke by truly trying to find love through a non-paying YouTube show? So, and then completely swapping it out for people who, care about the money and the publicity and just really want to profit off of the backs of blacks, who they just want to profit off the backs of the blacks. It's kind of happened many times in America. So we're about to see, and I'm gonna keep this short and sweet, and we'll come back and we'll talk later.